Hello and welcome to the first part of this three-part video series where I take you on a journey from serious to sassy. My name's Maria, and for the next three videos I'm going to share with you how I managed to turn my life around in just 8 short months and the step-by-step process that I took to make those changes happen. I'm recording these videos in a beautiful place in Australia called the Sunshine Coast. And if you're lucky, you may in the background hear some chirping and sweet melodies of the beautiful birds that flock around the area I'm in. It's just a constant reminder of the beauty that Mother Nature has provided for us. And they too are quite keen to come on this journey with me and you. Now, sometimes we forget to enjoy the simple pleasures, the little things that bring us joy and happiness, especially when we experience rough patches in our lives. Aside from my family and close friends, these two little furballs, Valentino and Rico, are my constant reminder for me to stop, slow down, and have some fun. What are the reminders in your life? What are the reminders when you become so busy and so overwhelmed with things? What makes you stop? What makes you smile? And what reminds you to have some fun? Throughout the journey of my life, I have more than once experienced times of feeling lost, of having no clarity or direction, of questioning who I was and what it was I loved. What I realized was that these feelings affected every area of my life. It was like a cloud of sadness and despair washed over me. And all of a sudden, the important things like family, friends, work, and just the day-to-day living were affected. Over 12 months ago, I hit my rock bottom. I woke up one morning, looked in the mirror, and had no idea who it was that was staring back at me. Strangely, I got used to and was quite comfortable being in that place. I had no energy, no motivation, no inspiration, and found myself mechanically living every single day. I didn't want to make an effort to get dressed or put on makeup or brush my hair. I just wanted to revel in that self-pity and the blame, and I did blame the world and everybody else for what was happening to me. I'd put on over 10 kilos. I was the heaviest I'd ever been in my entire life. And I really began to hate who I was and what I had become. And it was right at that moment I needed to change me. I realized that it was all about me. I looked back at the journey of my life and discovered a pattern. Whenever my life was great, when I bounced out of bed, eager to get the day started, when I was bursting with energy that propelled me through the day, when I laughed and joked, I'd always felt great about myself. I took pride in how I looked. I loved buying new clothes. I just simply loved me. So I knew that that feeling related to everything in my life being great. So that was the path that I needed to find again. Because there is a path for each of us to follow. There is always light at the end of the tunnel, but we will never see it until we slow down and make the decision to find our way. Finding the start of the path is very easy. It's the easy part. Having the courage to walk it is the challenge. And not being tempted by the forks in the path that take us left or right, but staying on that path, being focused. And that becomes easier as we build momentum and start to believe in ourselves and believe in the decisions that we've made. My path, I knew, was I needed to start to feel great about myself. And to do that, I needed to lose weight because that was the catalyst that propelled me into this down spiral. And as women, I know that you would understand that, because when you go to put on a dress that you just love and it's your favorite and you find it doesn't zip up or the buttons don't do up, then automatically there's the trigger for us to start to feel down about who we are. And all of a sudden it snowballs and we just get lost. So for me, that was my path. What is your path? What are the things that you need to change? What are the things that you need to improve so that you can find yourself back in that energy and back in that happiness and being able to laugh and enjoy the day as we deserve every single time in our life? So as women, we are amazing. We're amazing at multitasking. We can be 5 different things at one time and absolutely cope. But when we don't have the clarity and we don't have some direction, it's when these little things become overwhelming and all of a sudden we start to lose our way. But we can't have clarity and we can't have direction until we know who we are and until we're happy with who we are and we love who we are. Because when you have that burst of energy, everything is clearer. You can make brighter decisions, you can make good decisions, and you're not scared to say no to the things that you don't want. In February of 2016, I look at this photo and feel great love and gratitude for it. I had put on the most weight I had ever had in my life. I had no interest in making myself look anything but miserable because that's exactly how I felt. Didn't do my hair, didn't put any makeup on. I wore clothes that made me feel exactly how I felt, just hid my body. I was not in a place of anything but misery. And it was at that point when I looked at this photo after I'd taken it when we went away with some friends on a retreat that I realised I needed to make some changes. And fast forward to October 2016, and this is the me, the new me, but the old me, because this is what I used to be like. And when I was in this space and I felt like this, then I was achieving and doing amazing things with my life. Now, weight isn't about having to be the perfect size 10 or 12. It's not about that at all. It's just about feeling right for you. In my 50s, and I'm so proud of it, I don't have the perfect, lovely, slender, full wrinkle-proof body that I used to have when I was 20. I have the beautiful age marks of my life. I have the markings of my journey, and I'm proud of those. But I didn't have to allow them to overblow and become and overtake my life where I just hated who I was. I just needed to bring them into a space that I was comfortable. And sure, I don't walk around and wear short shorts or short dresses, but I do wear long dresses and I do wear clothes that make me feel good, and I know I look good because it's when you feel amazing inside, it doesn't matter what people think, you don't care what people say, because you don't need to. You know how you feel, and that's the energy and that's the strength. And this is what I'm going to share with you in the next 2 videos. I'm going to share with you the process that I took that changed my life. And believe me, I've walked many paths and I've taken many forks of those paths. And this path that I walked on this time needed to be able to sustain me and where I was in my life. It needed to be easier. It needed to be something I could maintain. It needed to be something that didn't require a lot of effort, because I knew that I had to make it a part of my everyday life. And at the moment that you can do that, and it's a routine, I love it. I do it every day. I don't even think about it. It's just like brushing your teeth. So I'm really excited to take you through to the next 2 videos and take you on that journey, and hope that you will be able to take things out of what I share with you to be able to make the changes for you and your life. So I'm going to leave it there for now, and I look forward to seeing you at the next video where we start the step-by-step process of what I did to change my life. And I thank you for taking the time and allowing me to share this with you. And I just give you love and blessings and look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.